Hey everybody, welcome back to Anything and Everything. I am here with my best friend Muhammad. I met him in high school and we played football together. He's a great guy and sometimes he act like a bitch and everything, but he's a great dude. Sometimes I want to slap him around. You got anything to say, Muhammad?
First off, my boy, can't be using profanity, my guy. Nah, not really, but it's great to be here, man. You know, I've never really done one of these, but I just look at it as I feel like it's just a conversation between me and my homie, and a bunch of people listen to it later. So it's probably gonna question a lot of the things we say, but you know, it's whatever.
And we have a special host. They don't want their name to be known, so I'm just gonna keep changing it. I don't care what they got to say. So, you got anything to say, special host?
Hello to this podcast. I'm gonna be hosting the questions today. Don't add my voice.
You gotta come closer so everything can be heard. Alright, so what's the first question of the day?
Alright, so today's topic is about love and relationships. I'm going to have our two co-hosts here, Muhammad and Desmi, on. They're gonna have a conversation about the questions, and I'm gonna put my 2 cents in, and we're just gonna go from there. So, the first question is, what is your definition of love? And I'm gonna hand the mic to Muhammad first.
I believe we can pick this up, all of us up. I can just hold it.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Love, there's so many definitions for love, bro. I can't really give a definite definition, but I guess it's like when you can, forgive someone and grow with a person no matter how many times they hurt you over. Because love is painful. You're going to get hurt. No matter how perfect the person is, eventually they're going to slip up and you're going to get hurt. So, I don't really have a definite definition of love, but that's what I think it means.
Okay, to be vice versa to what Muhammad said, love isn't always painful. Love has its good parts. Sometimes it gets you down, but at the end of the day, if two partners in a relationship are willing to fight for that, then sometimes it'd be worth it. Love consists of euphoria, pain. You can be down and dust,
euphoria?
At the end of the day, if you want it, euphoria means happiness.
Happiness? Okay.
It can be happy, it can be sad, to put it in simple terms. But it's about if you're willing to put that work in, then yes, love is possible.
I believe love is compromising with someone else for their beliefs, you're not gonna always agree with the other person has to say and stuff. And it's kind of like when you first wake up, you don't even think about yourself, kind of. You think about that other person and you check on them, and love is you think of another person as yourself and you put them before yourself, kind of. Even though that's not always good, because it can leave you hurt because you kind of made them more important than yourself, which isn't always good, because at the end of the day, you kind of all you kind of got. So if you don't put yourself first, you're going to always kind of end up hurt.
Honestly, you choose your definition of love. On to the next question. It's getting a bit sentimental in here. So,
I got kind of a question. You ever been hurt, Muhammad?
Have I been what?
Have you ever been hurt by love? Has somebody ever love hurt you?
It's not more so someone who loved me hurt me, but I hurt someone that I loved.
How did you hurt them?
Honestly, it was more so about me not thinking logically and keeping secrets and, just the normal dumb shit you can do to fuck up a relationship. I did all of it.
Can we go into details, or you don't want to go into details?
We
don't have to say names.
We can go into detail if you want.
You can go into detail if you want.
You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a long story, though.
Alright. We got time.
Alright, so all I can say is at a point in time, start off, I'm in the military, so...
No names will be said.
Yeah, I'm in the military, so I'm away from home. I'm in a different state, and the state back home where I'm at, I had a girl at the time, and me and my girl were good for the most part, but we had ups and downs, and you know, just shit. But then I started really questioning, do I really like want this girl anymore? But I didn't want to act on anything until I was for sure, and bring it up to her in person. But in the midst of waiting, I found someone, and that someone made me feel special. Like it
How
made me
special?
feel, it made me feel a way I've never felt about any girl I've ever dated.
Which
Like,
is?
I don't know, just genuine happiness. You know, like I was happy to be around this girl, and I was just happy to call her mine. And then
So what happened?
I mean, over time, I didn't end things off with my girlfriend back home like I was supposed to, so I cheated, and
How long?
about 3-4 months. But in that time, I kept telling myself like I'm gonna leave her for her and stuff like that. But I let it drag on too long, and one day I sent her a screenshot of my call log, and she called the number of the girl, and it broke her. And like when she called me crying, like I remember just staring at my phone and just feeling like a piece of shit, like 10 times over. Like I never felt that way when it came to hurting people, because normally I don't hurt people, but like she did nothing to deserve to be hurt like that. And then after a while, the girl that I was with back in the States, she was trying to find it in her heart to forgive me, but I could see that it wasn't going to be so easy. But I told her like I was willing to fight for it, stay there with her, and do whatever it takes. And after 3 months of trying, even though she said that I'm not trying hard enough.
You about to cry?
No.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man.
No simping.
Come on, man.
No
But
simping.
nah, after 3 months of just trying, it all came to an end. And, the way it ended, I'm not going to say it was the worst way, but, it's like living with the fact that, I'm the reason why I lost someone that I claim to love so much. And it honestly hurts like every day to really think about it, because it's like, had I just done one thing, which was end things off with someone that I was questioning my love for and just move on to something better, I would have still had that with me, but I don't. So, now every day I kind of live in regret, just wishing, wondering, and thinking like how things could have been so different, because that person made me want to grow more as a person. They made me want to be better, A lot of my actions that I did in our relationship, now that I think back at it, like her point of view was definitely more clear than it was back then, because throughout our relationship, she taught me to not be so close-minded and one-sided on things, that not everyone thinks the way I do. So, like I'm having a better understanding of what she was going through in our relationship, and, why she felt the way she felt. And no amount of I'm sorry's are going to ever fix that, but I made a promise to myself, and I made a promise to her that I will do better, And I hope I do win her back one day.
Or in that relationship, you do better.
That's the thing. I don't want another relationship with nobody.
Well,
I'm kind of stuck on her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, not to be a dead horse, but I told you so a while ago.
You're right. You did tell me that, but I guess I got caught up in the happiness that I was just like, everything's good the way it is. Let me just keep it how it is.
You're taking and learning, not to be sad anymore.
I mean, yeah, but fuck, like
we all make mistakes.
I miss the fuck out of her, bro.
Yeah,
like every day I'd be so tempted to text her just to see how she's doing, because I told her if she ever needs anything, don't be hesitate to call. So my line's always open to her and shit like that. And I don't think I'm ever gonna get over her. So I feel bad if I do get into another relationship, because if she does pop back up.
We both make mistakes in relationships. I cheated a couple times.
Nah, you cheated for fun.
Nah, I didn't cheat for fun.
You knew exactly what the fuck you was doing.
It wasn't more for fun. My cheating was more for like, how would you say? I have low self-esteem, and I did it to make myself feel better about myself, because normally alone and shit, like not good with people. So to have more girls wanting to be with me, it made me feel like that nigga. So I'm like, fuck, I'm Rico Suave type shit, and I'm just getting bitches type shit. And I'm like, what's gonna go wrong? And then like self-consciously, I felt bad because I'm like, I'm telling one girl I love her, but if I got another girl, like, while with one girl, and telling them both the same thing and shit. So like, I would eventually feel bad and like end up breaking up with the girl, and then the other girl would break up with me, and then I just be stuck. And I'm like, damn, it's a never-ending like
Cycle.
revolve around story. Like, I get one girl, another girl get interested in me, and I'm like, shit, why not have two? Then I get to her, shit happens again. Then I stop talking to someone, get another relationship, shit happen again. So, kind of just single right now, just to kind of find myself, cause I done cheated on two girls who didn't really deserve it, and I didn't even tell I did. I just ended up breaking up with her, and then the other one, she broke up with me because not even because I cheated. She didn't even know I cheated, type shit, you know.
So why the fuck she break up with you?
Because I'm a dumbass and I don't call. I don't like being on the phone. That's the weird shit. You ever notice that? Like, I don't call.
True.
I don't call people. Like,
True.
I'd rather text you. And then, like, you can't text while you're fucking.
This nigga.
I mean, that ass. Like,
I mean, yeah,
you can't. And then, like, when you after you know, fucking get tired and go to sleep type shit.
I mean, yeah. Depending on how good the pussy is, honestly. If it really put you to sleep, then it was really good.
Well, you can make good pussy, bad pussy, good pussy.
No, the fuck you can't.
Yes, you can.
How?
Extra work, lube and shit. Toys.
This nigga.
You don't use toys, nigga.
Dude, I never said I don't use toys.
I'm
If
asking.
it's bad, it's bad.
I'm asking.
Yes.
Oh, what type of toys you use?
Don't ask me that kind of question.
Come on, bro.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, what you use? Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I bet you did.
I did.
I bet you did. You know, you're a fucked up human being, you know. And the funny thing is about
I know I'm fucked up. I'm an asshole with a heart.
but
I can admit to that.
the fucked up thing about, you know, with me, my girl, well, my ex girl at the time, I still wasn't even able to give her a valid answer on like why I did the things I did.
There's
Because
no valid answer.
I literally don't have like
You just was dumb.
not exactly, but that's not a valid answer. Like, you feel me?
That, but
Like,
that's,
I feel like
sometimes the best answer isn't the one you want to hear.
but that's the thing though. Like, I can't sit there and wrong someone and be like, oh, I was just dumb. You feel me? That's like a
But that's legit what you did,
dude. That's like
legitimately what you did.
that's a pancake answer, bro.
But is that not what you did?
That's a pancake answer.
But it's not what you did.
Yeah,
But I don't know why you was dumb
I
enough to do it.
I don't know why I did it. You feel me?
You probably was just happy with having two girls. Like, you had one girl in Washington
I
and
wasn't
one girl back home.
But that's the thing. Like, I wasn't happy with the girl back home.
But you
Like,
know you had her.
No, bro. Literally, when me and the girl back home ended things, like, no hesitation, I blocked on everything. I haven't talked about her. I haven't thought about her. I haven't tried to reach out to her since because I genuinely didn't want her anymore.
Well,
you feel me? And
ask
I don't
your
know why I
therapist.
dragged it on, but it's
I
because
was telling you not to.
Like, I know. But
And that came from me, the dumbass.
hey, man, at the end of the day, though, like, my mistakes don't define me. But
Of course.
But this mistake did teach me a lot of things. You know, moving forward.
Our producer kind of getting mad at us for going on too long.
Hey, man,
Anything
shit. It's
you
a
want to say,
podcast,
producer?
man. It's
Anything you
supposed
want to say, producer?
Yes.
supposed to talk.
What you like to say?
You're supposed to talk.
I listened to Muhammad's story really good, and this is what I got from it. So I understand that as humans, we make mistakes along the way, but honestly, to old girl back home, I feel like you owe her that closure. You owe her that explanation, because that's, as a human being, you owe her an explanation. And to the girl that you still think about to this day, if you really love her and miss her, like you claim you do, send that text. Honestly, like, it's never that deep. You can really send it, and it's like,
That's the least I can do.
but like,
I want to.
I don't want to, but that's the least I can do for her.
try.
That's the least I can do for her.
okay,
Dude,
What?
I've literally fucked this girl life up. I ain't gonna say I fucked her life up, but I put a mental strain on her. The least I can do after fucking up so many times is give her the space that she's asking me
But
for.
you can kind of like try to like. You can try. There's nothing ever wrong with trying. But like, if you call the cops, you gotta end all that shit. Nigga.
Why would she call the cops?
You never know.
I'm not on some shit like that.
Bro, you know-
okay. So if she is asking for space, you owe it.
I don't have to do space.
Can I not be cut off?
Oh my bad. I'm sorry, producer.
If she is asking for, stop it. If she is asking for space, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to your heart, and you owe it to your soul and your mindset to move on. It's never that, like, honestly, like, you can love a person to the point where, like, you feel like you'll die without this person. But if they've lost that love for you, then that you have to move on, because life goes on with or without them. You'll just be the one but like left behind, and you don't want that. You never know if you could find that love again, and maybe you do need a break from relationships, and that's respectable. But don't be stuck on something that can't be restored.
All right, any more questions, producer Lou?
I think
You in the building.
I think we should make this, just a few more questions, and we're probably gonna make this a short podcast this night. All right, so I think we've answered a few questions through Muhammad's story, so I'm gonna skip through this. Okay, so does distance help relationships?
Absolutely not. Positively not. I have a reason for why.
Why do you feel this way?
Can I hold the mic? So I tried a long distance relationship. We were together for the summer, right? Like, remember, like, the summer I was talking to an old girl, Newman girl.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't say her name, but like, you know what I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
So
She
like,
following on this podcast.
I don't think so. If she do, she gonna hear what happened.
Yup.
Alright, so during the summer, me and her, we met on Tinder, right? And then we started talking. I'm like, shit, maybe I'm due for a relationship, 'cause like I was single for a year and a half type shit. So I'm like, maybe I've grown and shit. So get with her. We do everything during the summer, and like I actually felt like I was in love type shit. Like I'm like, but like Muhammad, I was spending money. Like money, nigga.
Damn, man, I still never got my presents.
I was. That's why I was spending money, nigga.
That's crazy.
I was spending money
crazy.
on, like, we were going on dates. I was planning shit. Like, we were going to movies, hotels. We went to Top Golf for my Top Golf, nigga.
Damn,
and
you
shit.
got Top Golf money? I mean,
Top
it ain't really,
Golf.
It ain't really that expensive.
But like,
Depending on
nigga,
the
my
food.
first time to go was with a girl,
Yeah.
and like, it was a date.
That's what's up, you know?
And then like she took me to ST
What the hell is that?
Valentino,
What the hell is
Tokyo
that?
Valentino.
What the hell is that?
The singer?
No, sex shop. Yeah.
That's where she took you?
Well, we ended up there somehow, some way. Cause we was talking, and then like the topic of going there happened, and then like she took me, and then we started buying stuff. So I'm like, but I'm really comfortable with this girl. Like I don't like. I never was that comfortable. Like, I'm not comfortable around people, and like I went there with her, and we actually bought shit. So, fast forward, we our last date, we had it was raining, so we had a picnic in a hotel type shit, and I'm like, I can really see myself being with this girl. So, exactly, like she seen my mom, she met my dad. No other girl did this besides one girl, which is like kind of forbidden in our friendship.
Wait, what?
The one girl who seen my family besides Newman. High school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about Aunt?
Yeah. Aunt. Like, she was the first girl to see my family, but Newman was like the second one, and like that was on purpose type shit. So I'm like, bro, I'm really like into this girl. And then I go to college, right? I got kind of bored, and I'm like, this girl, I was like trying to hit up when I was single, but she would never fucking with me. So I hit her up, and she was like, "Oh, what you doing?" And I'm like, "Ain't shit, just got bad type shit." And she was like, "Well, let me come through later on." And I'm like,
You fucked up.
I know. I hit her up, so I feel even worse. Like I hit her up. So she come through and shit at night, and I'm like, bro, this girl really in my bed. And I'm like, what am I doing? And then like my other head started taking control of me type shit. So I'm like, bro, she really in my bed type shit. I'm like, I can't waste this opportunity, because like I was trying to do this for a while type shit. So I ended up cheating, and then like,
Did you feel bad in the act of cheating?
No.
Damn.
After I did, I'm like, damn, what have I done? I'm like, I really did this. Like, my first week back type shit, nigga. First week, not even like a month in, a week at being back in school. So I'm like, bro, what am I doing, bro? And like, I felt bad, but I'm like, bro, like, I could have a girl like still away from me, and then like, I felt even like worse and shit when like she was gonna come see me type shit. Like Newman, she was talking about coming to see me, and I'm like,
You
bro,
about to drive?
yes, that's 4 hours. Well, 4.5, like 5 for her, cause she's 30 minutes away from where we live, and like from where we live is 4.5 to where Savannah, which I go to school. So I'm like, bro, what am I doing? And then like I'm just like I started becoming more distant, and like she was recognizing it, and like I just want more attention and shit. I'm like, bro, I feel bad for what I did. And then like she was going on trips, and like she was talking to me. I'm like, bro, what am I doing? Like, then like more girls started coming around, and I'm like, bro, what am I doing? And like she was trying to talk at night, and that's when the girl was trying to come through. And I'm like, bro, I can't do two things at once. And I'm like, and like the girls just took control of me, and like Shawty didn't even know. That's even a fucked up part. Like I didn't even tell her what I did. I just let her like kind of break up with me, and I just have that come. Like I knew it gonna come eventually, so like I didn't even try to fight it. And then she said it. I'm like, damn. Like I ain't want her to speak on it, but like she said it, and like I just felt like an asshole, you know.
Dude,
so, like
you really let go. You really chose a bunch of hoes over a female that sounded like she was down for you, bro.
she really was, and I'm like, what the? Like after I'm like looking back at it, I'm like, damn, what the fuck did I do? Like I let my like lack of an ego cloud my judgment of what I wanted, you know.
That's fucked up.
I know. So my advice is, if you're not mentally stable or like emotionally, don't try to do a long distance relationship. That's just my advice. You got anything to say about long distance?
Dude, I was in a long distance relationship for
Oh, you was.
a minute, like 7 months, bro. Like,
Yeah. You already talked about the story, so it's kind of your opinion.
I mean, yeah, I was in a long distance relationship, but honestly, to each his own, like, no cap. Because like, sometimes though, like, they say love conquers all and shit, but if you're just the type of person where you like to have your partner around, it's okay. Like, it's okay to be the way you are about those things, because there's people out there that can handle the distance and the handle the distance and the separation. You feel me? Like okay, if it's like a long distance relationship for a short period of time, maybe for a couple months, okay, cool. But if it's like, me, like being a service member, and you're gone like 10 months out the year, and you're only home for a couple weeks every other month, like summertime and Christmas, then like it's really gonna be hard, because my significant other at the time, I ain't gonna say she didn't make any attempts, but we only spoke on her coming down and to see me, So it's like, long distance relationships can work if both parties come together and just kind of find a schedule that works for them. Basically like they take turns visiting each other, then it can work, But if it's just like more so like, oh, we're not gonna see each other until I come home, and that's just how it's gonna be every year for the next couple of years, it's not gonna work out. It's not.
I don't like that look you give me, producer Lois. Like that's a mean look. What's your next question of the day?
This question is for the guys and guys only. So, the women want to know, if your girl has, let's say, religious standards, would you love her enough to respect that? For an example, like celibacy. Could you respect that enough? And Muhammad, I would pass it to you, knowing your religion.
So, off rip, like I feel like before you even get into a relationship with someone, like during that talking stage, that dating stage or whatever, like as a woman or as a male, anyone who has, religious standards that they want to uphold, whether it be celibacy or, not doing something till marriage, I feel like you should let that be known up front. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of helps you narrow down who's really interested in you and who's not. Because, as a human being, if you can't respect another human being's beliefs, then you're not for that person. Like, simply put, like if a woman tells me like, hey, I don't want to have sex till marriage, right? But
Could you see yourself being in that type of relationship?
I mean, yeah, I definitely can. If that person, because when it comes down to it, like relationships, like a lot of people think, oh, sex is just required to make a relationship last. But me personally, I don't think it does. You know what I'm saying? Like if the person brings everything they're supposed to bring to the table, like, a listening ear, a helping hand, a shoulder to cry on, a best friend, just all in one, then there's a lot of things you can live without sex, like you'll be okay. So I say yes, I can definitely be in a relationship with someone who has religious boundaries that they do not want me to cross. Pass it to the homie though.
Can you repeat the question out loud?
Okay. If your girl has religious standards, such as celibacy, and I trust and believe that some of our viewers can already understand your answer.
Mine?
Yes. Do you think you could be in a relationship with someone who has things like celibacy, no intercourse until marriage?
That's a hard one, no cap. That's hard.
But if you love a person that much,
Well, if I love her enough, then yes, but like, am I gonna go out of my way to find a girl like that? No, cause like, that's kind of like high on my list. Cause I don't know why, but like, none. Like, I like for till marriage.
yeah.
Oh, that's kind of hard for me, man. Like, I'm not even gonna cap. But like, if I love her enough, then yes. But like, I also believe like what Muhammad said. You should tell someone about your beliefs up front because you shouldn't. I believe everyone should have the right to like make their own choice. Like I never believe in taking away anyone's choice in anything. Cause like I'm not gonna try to trick you or manipulate you into anything that would alter your decision. Cause like that's not a real relationship. Cause like we don't have an understanding of each other. So like if I really love a girl, yes, but would I like seek out a girl who's like that? Not really. If that make any sense. We can do some more questions.
Okay, so running out of questions, but
I got one.
I'm gonna pass it on to him, and he's gonna host this question, and me and Muhammad are gonna answer. So make it kid friendly.
This is kid friendly. It's a great question. Hey, yo, Muhammad. Yo, do you believe dating sites are healthy? Because for me, not really. Because it doesn't help me with my social anxiety. Because like I'm really not actually talking to the girl. Because even when I like actually see her for the first time, I'm anxious as hell. So like, do you believe dating websites are really a good fix for nervous people or people with social anxiety?
Or are they good in general to start off a relationship with? Meeting someone online.
Wait, so your question is,
do you believe dating websites or like dating apps are good for people with social anxiety or to start a relationship?
all right, that's two questions. But
right,
first
start
question,
Yeah.
if it's good for people with social anxiety, I mean, it really depends on how you look at it, right? Because
You know me.
yeah, but like think about it, right? If you have social anxiety, right, and sometimes you can never get out of that, right? So maybe talking your game through a screen will help you so that you can land a date with the person, and then it'll take a little bit of ease off when you actually meet the person rather than walk up to a complete stranger and know nothing about this person besides what they have on, and try to shoot your shots, and it goes terribly wrong because you know like I don't know, it just depends. Like for me, like I can talk to people in person, right? But I don't like dating apps because dating apps are kind of boring. Like, you feel me? Like, you have to rely on them texting you back in a timely manner, right? And one thing about females in this generation, bro, texting back unless they really like you is the one thing females do not do. They will literally sit there, look at your notification, continue whatever it is they're doing. Whether it could be anything from actually doing their job or literally laying down not doing shit, and they will not text you back until 72 hours later saying, "Oh, my fault, I just seen this," or "Oh, my fault, I forgot." You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can confirm as a female.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, that's why I don't like social media apps, right? And for starting relationships, I mean, like, I've been on dating apps before, and it's like, you know, it's like, hey, like, it's just like presenting yourself in a way where it's just like you have to be like finding the perfect match. You're definitely not gonna find a perfect match because a lot of people put up what they want out of someone, their expectations out of people, right? But you know, there's like a very few chance that you're gonna find a man or a woman that has every characteristic you're listing on your dating profile, right? Because you can find, let's say you're looking for someone tall, funny, and cute, right? You might find someone that's tall and funny but not cute. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying set your standards low on social media dating sites, but like I don't know, like the way they do things, like like how many people can you say that that you've met in person that have a healthy relationship with someone and they tell you that they started off meeting at a dating app?
No one.
No one. Okay, well me either, because like, and I'm not saying that dating apps are just like terrible in general, because when I moved out to the new state, my new state or whatever, like I needed a way to make new friends or talk to new people, so dating apps kind of helped me reach people that I would probably never reach if I just would have stayed in all the time, which is cool. Like, I've met some cool females that are like good friends to me now and stuff like that, but I can't tell you that, oh, I met a girl on the app and we hit it off. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, all around, dating apps aren't the worst thing in the world, but they're not the most helpful thing in the world.
What's your opinion, Dr. Lewis?
How you know?
Not a dating app?
Anyways, for me, if you have social anxiety, I would disagree with Muhammad. And I'm saying this because, like, and it's also to answer the second question, are dating sites good for relationships? As a true crime watcher and a catfish TV watcher, people put up on social media what they want you to know. And you really connect with the person more in person, because I feel like the energy is better. Because, like, if you're talking to someone over a screen, it's just like, okay, I could block this person. This could be over in an instant. Or my phone could die. This could be over for an instant. Like, but in person, like, it gives it more value. And then, like, dating sites, a lot of people like to catfish and, like, you see that person in real life. Okay, this is not what I expected. Like, because they try to be cute over social media. And then you can meet that person. It could be a whole different thing in real life. So it's better to just get to know the person and be transparent in person. That's about it.
Muhammad, you wanna know something? Wanna know something that's real shit? Like, I be matching with girls on like Tinder and stuff. And wonder what happens? Some of them don't even text back. Like, it's the weirdest shit. Like, why did you even match, or why are you even on there to begin with? Like, it's weird, because I'm like, the whole purpose of this is to like find someone to talk to. You know what I really think that be happening?
What?
Like, some females just put their like Instagram or like Snapchat in there to boost their followers.
Facts.
Like,
Promotion. Easy promotion right there.
exactly, but I'm like, bruh, come on, man. Like, I'm actually trying to talk to you and shit, and you ain't even on there. And if they are, they be dry as hell. Like giving one word responses and shit. And I'm like, bruh, what type of shit is this? And I'm like, maybe I am dry, but I'm like, nah, cause like I be talking to other people and like we be having conversations. So I just believe like girls are just kind of dry and they have too much of a standard. Like dudes supposed to like, I'm for real. Like girls are like dudes are supposed to like drive the whole conversation the whole time. Like, can you agree with that, Muhammad?
That guys are expected to carry the conversation.
Yes. Like,
Hell yeah.
like how many girls have you actually tried to talk to who were kind of dry as hell during the conversation?
A lot.
Like percentage.
Don't force something
75%.
that isn't meant to be.
Which I'm not talking about forcing anything that's not meant to be. But like girls, it would like give like a one response. Like you asking her, did you want to go out to eat? She'd be like, yeah. You be like, alright. Where you want to go? She'd be like, it don't matter. What you want to go? And then you give one, and she'd be like, I don't really know. Then you give another one, and be like, no, I don't really want that type shit.
Cause it's like, okay, we give you a good. If some people, I know people who feel like, okay, I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to be talkative or clingy. I know others, they just have that personality, but at the end of the day, truly, like I feel like energy should always be reciprocated to make the other person feel better, no matter what gender. With that being said, it doesn't matter male or female. If y'all are really interested, then that energy should be reciprocated. If the one person is not interested, you owe it to the other person to tell them whether or not you are, so you don't waste a person's time. Cause life goes on. To the next question.
I feel you. So Muhammad,
What's up?
Would you try to find a relationship on Tinder or another equivalent of a dating website?
Which one do you recommend?
Honestly, me personally, I'll be looking for quick fucks on there. But you know, some people look for friends on there. Some people look for relationships. Some people look for fuck buddies. Whatever it is, dating apps have it all, honestly. So, just hope that the person you think you found is on the same shit you on. Because everything may match description-wise and bio-wise. But then once you really get to know the person in person, it's a whole different ballpark. You feel me? So, yeah.
So what are you looking for right now? Are you looking for a relationship or just a FWB, if you know what I mean?
I'm not looking for either, honestly. Kind of taking a time to reflect on myself. Going,
like past relationship?
yeah, like my past relationship really scarred me. So, I don't want to go into anything with open scars, if you get what I'm trying to say. So, I'm just going to chill,
Find a girl.
I mean, if I find a girl,
Would you
I find...
or would you be scared?
It depends. Like, if this girl brings something to the table that excites me, you know what I'm saying? Man, listen.
What do you look for?
I'm just looking for a connection, all right?
What's your type?
What's my type?
What's your type?
Listen, as the saying goes, bro.
Light
Light skins or dark skins, it don't matter. If the booty fat, you know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But no, on some real shit. Like, my type to a T,
What's your type?
a light skin, average between 5'4" to 5'10".
5'10"?
You
Yup.
some tall girls?
Got cake, average titties, curly hair. She can have colored eyes or not. But
I feel like color eyes are like
listen,
too much of a advantage for girls.
listen, that's my type to a T. You know what I'm saying? And she gotta be like a girly girl, but like a little bit of like a girly girl when she goes out, but like a homebody kind of dress up when she's not going anywhere, like sweats. Yeah, like sweats and like a hoodie. Yo, when your girl got curly hair and she got a lot, and she throw that shit in a bun and throw it up and put a hoodie on top.
I thought you might go somewhere else.
Nah, man, she be looking like my little sidekick. You know what I'm saying, man? But nah, I don't really look for, you know what I'm saying. When I look for people, I don't really look on what's on the outside. It's more so it's on the inside. But the outside helps a little bit, but still.
When you approach them, we look for the outside.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But
You
if
know
the
I hate
inside,
dudes.
if the inside doesn't bring, if the inside doesn't bring to the table what the outside brings, then obviously I'm not sticking
You know
around.
what I hate what dudes be doing? Like,
What?
this is like real shit.
What?
I hate when dudes be like, oh, like, what drove me over here was your aura. Like, I can just feel your presence in the room. I'm like, nigga, stop fucking capping at her.
Who you?
Like,
I was
like,
like, who the
niggas
fuck?
just be capping about that shit. I'm like, bro, stop capping.
I mean, you do. I mean, sometimes it be true.
Well,
Like you ain't never looked at a female, right? Or like, let's just say a female walk into a room, right? And like, I ain't gonna say the aura in the room changes, but the aura around you changes. Like,
But if
you
she
just
ain't
feel.
cute, I ain't gonna approach her.
Obviously, but I'm saying if she catches your eye, right? But at the same time, like looking at this girl gives you kind of like a feeling. I ain't gonna say a tingling sensation or anything, but just like a feeling, like an off feeling. Then Shawty's aura is definitely, you know what I'm saying, pulling.
But like niggas just be like saying that. They don't be saying, oh, you cute or nothing. Like, ooh, I like what you got on. They be saying your aura, and I'm like, bro, stop.
But you gotta be careful, like saying shit like that. Like you don't want to come off too creepy. Like, ooh, I like what you got on. You know what I'm saying?
Like, if I like your dress, I'm gonna say I like your dress.
I mean, yeah, but you know what I'm saying. You gotta think how many niggas done told her they like that dress she got on because her ass probably fat as fucking. And you feel me?
Best nigga that told her.
Are you sure about that?
Big facts.
Are you sure about that?
Big facts. I'm tall.
You're not even that tall.
6'1".
That's not that tall.
That is tall.
That's not that tall.
Most girls they go for like 5'5", 5'4".
Most girls are go for or are.
Most girls I go for it. I
Oh,
like short girls, so I'm tall.
I like all girls.
I could date a tall girl. I don't give a fuck.
I could date a tall girl. I could date a midget. I don't even care.
I'll chop
So
your
that
ass
just
down.
answered my question, because you know our tall ladies have feel insecure.
Man, I'll chop your ass down. I don't give
That
a fuck.
men don't feel because they
Bro,
feel men
what?
too short.
Stop
Oh,
playing with
fuck
me,
a
bro.
basketball player.
If I see a tall chick, I don't even care if she's my height, and I'm 6'4". If she looking good, I'm definitely gonna shoot my shot.
if
She gonna know she feel loved by me. I don't even care. Hey, special guest, my baby sister, man. She got something to say. Go ahead. Okay, never mind. She's nervous, y'all. She's nervous.
Let me tell you what they mind type. But if there's any like short, dark skinned African girls, like African American African girls, I don't give a fuck which one. If you got big titties and you got a cute face, you know where I'm at. Come see your boy. Come see your boy. I'll put my Instagram at the end. You gon' know. I'll treat you right.
You gonna look at your Instagram like this nigga ugly.
Man, I don't give a. I'll be the best ugly nigga. I don't give a damn.
Alright, you gonna be the best something, man.
I'm best ugly nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna treat that ass right. Hey, guess what? Guess what, Muhammad? She gonna eat good at mine. Exactly, nigga. Exactly.
I ain't trying to hear it.
Okay, so I get it. We all have a type, but then again, light skins, dark skins, brown skins, Latinas. Are you for the whole globe, or are you just have a particular type like Muhammad?
Huh? Do I got a type?
Like Muhammad, are you saying you prefer light skins, right?
I don't have a preference when it comes. I don't have a preference when it comes to skin tone.
Oh, okay, cause you know.
I don't like white girls. Like,
Hey, bruh.
I don't like white girls. Like,
Listen,
saying to you, but
shout out to my snow bunnies. We love you too, boo.
if you're a snowbird, I can give you a shot. But like, just a regular white girl, I can't do.
Listen,
What you mean?
to all our females out there, never feel insecure about men. Because at the end of the day, men are all exchangeable. Like clothes.
No,
Okay.
we're not. So are women. No, we're not.
And also, know your worth, ladies.
I had one great question.
Let me answer it. Go ahead.
Hold up, let me see that bit.
We're finna end this podcast in a little bit. I'm on the way to Krispy Kreme, y'all.
We are not getting Krispy Kreme.
Yes, we are.
Oh, this is a great question. Hey, big dog.
Yo.
Do you believe we gotta start being more open with our girls when we start talking to them, like with our emotions and stuff?
1 second.
I feel like, okay, I'm gonna answer this before Muhammad come over here when you finish what you done. I feel like the most thing you could do to throw off your relationship is listen to your homeboys. Not all homeboys are wrong, but like figure it out for yourself. And don't be like, oh, I'm talking to this female. Like, get to know this girl first before you tell everybody what y'all got going on. And I'm gonna pass it on.
what was the question? Should we take?
The question was basically, should guys be more transparent to like females? Like, should they open their heart up? Basically, that's the question.
Absolutely, but to an extent. I feel like you should be open to your girl, but never open up too much, right? Because you don't want to overshare your feelings, right? Because what I like to do is, I like to play the field when it comes to relationships. Like, I only tell as much as she tells me. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I don't 1 month. Like, let's say I'm 1 month into a relationship. I'm not gonna start saying, "Oh, I love you," and I want to have your kids. I want you to have my kids. I want to get married, da da da. Like, or just oversharing my past or anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more so playing the field correctly. Like, only open up as much as she opens up to you, right? Because later on, like, if there's issues in the problem in the relationship and she feels like you're not opening up to her, you can let her know. Like, I'm only opening up as much as you are, But then that can also cause issues. So, but I think the best thing to do is just play the field, be smart. Don't overshare, but definitely share enough. Like, let your girl know how you feel about her all the time when, she may need that reassurance or, times are getting tough. And even if times are good, like, just kind of let her know that, you still have strong feelings for her. You still love her, whatever the case may be. And, just hope that that's enough.
Is is there any questions y'all would like to ask me?
I had a question for you. So I'm trying to think. So might have to crop this part out, but
Keep it in. Come on, you think.
okay. I'm thinking. Let me see.
8316.
Do you feel like have you ever felt a time where like you feel hopeless in a relationship?
Me?
Yeah.
What you mean by hopeless?
Like, you love the person and you're not like, kind of like Muhammad's situation. You don't intend to hurt them, but it's just not
Sustainable?
It's not sustaining your needs. Like,
I don't think I've ever been in like that type of relationship to where like she wasn't fulfilling what I needed. I believe it was like me being like, I don't know how to say it like the right word, like me not wanting to like, I don't know how to explain it in the best way. Me wanting to be the guy that I wanted to be instead of being the guy who I truly am. Because like most guys, we be wanting to have like 4 hoes, like hella girls, like girls trying to fight over us, girls who like want to be that nigga with like all the girls want type shit. So I feel like that was like the problem I've been having because like I've let what social media and stuff shows dictate who I've been so far in my relationships because none of the girls have ever done anything wrong to me. It's always me doing something wrong to them and never truly telling them what I did. Because I only told like one girl I cheated on her because like I felt truly bad for doing it and shit,
honestly, to me, maturing is realizing that I feel like as a male, you've grown to become a man when you realize that one loyal female or whatever your type is that no one can can take away from you will always be preferred, will always be better than having as many side chicks or females that are willing to let you do whatever basically for the first time, speaking on terms of like have intercourse and things like that. But at the end of the day, love finds you. Let it come to you because it's always a journey. but you know it's love when you're willing to fight for it. And that's the end of today's podcast.
Thank you for tuning in to Any and Everything. Muhammad, got anything you want to say before the podcast ends?
Hey man, I really appreciate my boy having me out here. Let go of the mic. I really appreciate my boy having me out here today. I definitely got a little deep today, but over time we're gonna get better at this and hopefully go live and actually talk, and you guys actually get to see our interaction. And it'll definitely be more lit. Follow me on Instagram at suburban_man1k. That's really the only social media I use, and I barely use that. But you guys stay safe out there, and I'll see you on another episode of Anything and Everything.
Always anything and everything.